I live in the US now, but for 6 years of my life, I was in Nigeria. Even though I didn't have a huge culture shock, some things did feel new. For instance, apparently Americans call older people by their first name, like casually, which if you grew up Nigerian is basically like a hate crime. You don't call adults by their first name, you don't even call them by their title. You call them uncle or auntie, and that's about it. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that title applies to everyone. So like family friends, uncle, mom's coworker, uncle. I'm only 21. Unc. I left 50 uncles behind when I moved. But now that I'm in Texas, they don't do that here. Like at my youth church group, this teacher was like a mid-30s woman, and everyone just called her by her first name. Stephanie. What? Who said that? Hey, Stephanie. Thanks, Stephanie. And I swear I physically cringed each time, like my spine folded in on itself, because in my brain I'm screaming, you're calling a grown woman Stephanie without getting whipped? I had been homeschooled for my full time in Africa, so when I first got to school, I was both excited and scared out of my mind. When I stepped in, the teacher did that classic thing from the movies, like, hi, tell the class your name, social security number, and everything about you. And I said, hey gang, I'm Zara, I moved here from Africa. It's my first time going to school. I'm super excited for this year. Did you guys have electricity? How'd you get here? Like boat, camel? Do you miss the jungle? Or was it a city like Wakanda? It seemed like from my first day, I wasn't really Zara, but girl who lived in Africa, TM. Some people found that interesting, others still thought that I had a pet giraffe at home, which is so annoying because I can't even say I'm from there. I lived there for only 6 years and was literally born in Texas. I mixed, not Africa. It's lunchtime! Yay! Unless you like the basic school slop, it's painful. Like, coming from a Texan, they are so judgy. It's not even funny, cause if you aren't eating a Lunchable or a PB&J, they'll ask you what it is condescendingly and then say ew in your face. The first time I brought a somewhat cultural lunch to school, literally just rice and stew, was the last because everyone around me looked at me like I was eating cats. From then on, even if it was normal food, I would eat it with my lunchbox closed and only open it halfway to take a bite while facing away from the table. It was bad. If it was impossible to eat it using that method, I threw it away, which made me so sad too, cause I knew how flipping delicious it was and how hard my mom worked on her cooking. I would dread lunch just because of my culture, which, just so you know, is something I would never do again, because, you know, the best way to earn people's respect is to make them feel stupid and not act ashamed. Half the time, they'll start to feel guilty if you just stay confident. Now then, let's get to the fun stuff. Nigerian parties. They said the party starts at 5, but that actually means 9 p.m., so I'm super early. I make sure I'm all ready, and the moment I walk in, the noise will hit my ears like a brick wall. Nigerian adults don't say hi normally. You'll hear, hey, you're still alive, man? Or, ha ha ha, someone's been eating well, while they're slapping each other's bones out of place. The kids normally hang out upstairs in the ransacked playroom, and you can still hear the adults screaming at each other from up there. They'll argue and debate for hours and then burst into laughter like they've had the time of their lives. But honestly, if people weren't yelling at a Nigerian party, it wouldn't feel right, you know? Now, this is mainly just what happens to the kids, I think, but I literally can't serve myself food. You'll walk up to the table all innocent like, oh cool, I'll just grab me some rice, and before your hand even gets close, an auntie pops out of nowhere like a jump scare. Next thing you know, she's taking your plate hostage and she's heaping ungodly amounts of sustenance onto it. And when they finally hand it back, it weighs like 12 pounds. And if I don't finish it, they start side-eyeing me and acting betrayed. You didn't eat anything! Ma'am, this wasn't enough food to feed a village. Even just Nigeria itself is an experience. Like, what do you mean the rooster genuinely screeches at 12 a.m.? And the people are insane too. Like, my cook and cleaner literally ate my birthday cake while I wasn't looking, and the same said cleaner would repeatedly stab me with the bristles from her broom. If it didn't mean I'd have to clean my own room, I would have asked for my parents to fire them. Every time I mention that I'm from Nigeria, the reaction is always the exact same. Wait, seriously? Fufu muncher? Like side bow! That is not a comeback, bro. That is not a flipping comeback. Like, just admit there's nothing else you can roast about me. Like I said, I'm mixed. If you split me in a pie, I'm 25% Caucasian, 25% Mexican, and Nigerian takes the rest. I'm also a lot more connected to my Nigerian side of the family and live there, so that's made a unique look. I've got light brown, kinda peanut butter-ish skin, paired with fluffy, voluminous, dark 4B hair, so that's naturally got a lot of people to look at me and just say, what the heck is this thing? I've got Ethiopian, Indian, Somali, North African, Brazilian, pretty much everything except what I actually am. And after I revealed that I lived in Nigeria, people act shocked like that wasn't even an option on the table. And online, people get bold. Someone once commented on a video, "You don't look even 1/30th black." Like they ran a mathematical analysis on my face. I don't even know what to do with that one. But the funniest misguess I've ever had wasn't about my face at all. It was like, cause my profile picture, you know, like how her eyes are closed. I just thought it looks cute, but people immediately started assuming I was East Asian. Yeah, sure bro, whatever you say. Then after all the guessing and assumptions, I finally mentioned that I was Nigerian in a short. Someone said, "Wow, I'm impressed. No broken English yet." Yo. At the end of the day, I love being Nigerian. The community, the food, the everything, even the loud parties and whatever. Well then, thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the long wait for this video. You can check my community post if you want an explanation on that, but bye-bye! Congratulations, you've made it to the end of the video. Fun fact for those who are new, but this is the one part of the video that is completely unscripted, so if it sounds weird, you know why. Hello! I'm gonna try to be faster with the next video. It's just, I had a lot of stuff going on, and I've been having like back, knee, rib, all these random problems that sprung out of nowhere. So it's like difficult to sit down and animate for a while, but I'm trying to do it in smaller periods that won't hurt me, but I really do want to post these videos because it's making me so happy to have like this community, and I don't want knees to get in the way of that. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.